What's going on is Anton from antondaniels.com. I'm appreciating you guys for continuing to rock with me because I want to really be transparent right now. And I told myself that I wasn't going to be this way in 2025. So let me just get it all out in 2024 to give you guys some insight on what we talk about inside of the Patreon and the Bag Chasers. Last month, I made, on YouTube alone, $172,000. Let me say that again for the people in the back, and that's just with 2 channels. It has nothing to do with after hours. Last month on YouTube alone, I made $172,000, and that wasn't even close to my biggest month. And the reason that I'm telling you guys this is A, to motivate you, but B, give you a reality check on what it takes to actually get there. And so a lot of people will say, well, Anton, you capping and all of that type of stuff. And also, there are a lot of people that then say, well, you're not an entrepreneur when it comes to content creation. If you rich or you really getting money, then why you on YouTube all day? Well, this is why. So I'm gonna blow this up, right? This is, I don't know if you can see that. Let me bring that down a little bit. This is in real time. So this is Google, right? See that number right there? That's my last payout, okay? So I just wanted to make sure you guys understood what was going on. And no, let me go ahead and scroll up and down so you won't say, oh man, it's just a screenshot. No, it's not a screenshot. It's not a screenshot. But the point that I'm making in this whole video is that you can't, well, I'm gonna make a few points. First thing is, you can't pay attention to broke people when they trying to tell you what makes sense from a business perspective. And everything I've done in my entire life, since 2008, I've made way more money than I have the year before. And the reason that is because I'm not listening to what the majority of the people are saying. I'm paying attention to what makes sense from my perspective, what makes sense for Anton. I've seen the wave, I see how things move from a business perspective, and then I pivot. Every single year, I make an adjustment and I pivot. And I've almost doubled everything that I've made since 2008, every single year. Now, let me give you a little bit of a caveat, right? Because it's not that easy. And most content creators, I would say over 99% of content creators do not even come close to making millions of dollars a year, because that doesn't even include sponsorships, that doesn't include every single thing that go out. And if y'all want to know all of the details, I break down my numbers, I show all of my deposits on Patreon. The link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. But at the end of this year, on the 31st, will be my last day in corporate America as I transition possibly into another position in corporate America, because I got contacted for another position. So we're going to see how that goes. We're going to negotiate it and see if they come in with the bag. But it's all money in. It's all money in. I want corporate money. I want content money. I want web development money. I want that money. I want real estate money. I want all of the different avenues of revenue to run it up. But here's the key. And this is the part that people really is missing, all right? I've done over 500 live streams over this past year. On a Millionaire Morning Show, we stream Monday through Friday for between 2 and 2.5 hours every single day. I've done over 260 shows. I do not miss. I do not miss. I have not missed a show in over 3 years. Monday through Friday, consistent. On after hours, we've done over 160 shows. On the Anton Daniels channel, I've done over 100 shows, over 100 live streams. And that has nothing to do with in-person meetings, meetups. We've done the live shows for Let's Rant About It, all of that. And it also does not include individual content like videos that you're watching right now that goes directly to you and is not live streamed. I grind. In one of my most busy months, I did over almost 30 million views across multiple different, and this is all long form content, no short form content. I'm not including that in the views. I've done over 30 million views, over 4 to 6 million, it's either 4 or 6 million watch hours. And I've been in this game for well over 10 years. I'm one of the OGs. I've built up a community, right, across multiple different platforms. I have the equivalent of over 800,000 to 900,000 subscribers active viewers, people that are participating on the platform. So if they tell you that it can't be done, it can. But here's the thing. I am consistent. I grind. I do not miss under any circumstance. I move everything else around what I have to do from a business perspective. I still was running a corporate position where I had multiple different people under me from a director's position from UX UI. I still am building multiple different businesses, including we've transitioned from just buying houses turnkey into making sure that we're building them from scratch. I have 4 properties being developed all at the same time because now that we finished the first one, before the end of the year, we got the blueprint. We grind, we hustle, we don't miss. And so it's a lot. Most people will never, ever get there because they don't have that mentality. It's always people that's going to doubt you. It's always going to be people that tell you you can't do it. It's always, I don't sit here at the top of the building because I'm lazy. I don't sit here at the top of the building because I got lucky. I've never got a lawsuit. That's the easy way out. The easiest way for people to try to discredit whether or not you're successful is they want to say that somebody gave it to you. They want to say, you know what I'm saying, you never got it out the mud and all of this stuff. No. We run it up. We take care of business. And there's nobody more transparent about their receipts than me. And I'm not a gatekeeper. I give you the blueprint, but see, no matter how I tell you what it is that I do or show you the receipts, I can't make you drink the water. I can't make you hustle. I can't make you have a level of discipline. I can't make you focus on the bread and focus on your grind more than I can convince you, you know what I'm saying, to not go out. I can't make you not focus on these holes, instead focus on your bread, understanding that the holes ain't never gonna go nowhere. It's all about the money. I can't make you reinvest every single thing that you have. For the level of income that I generate, my lifestyle only takes up 5%, maybe 5% of what I generate. Everything else goes back into the businesses. Everything else goes back into investments. I don't even, I don't have no chains. I like nice watches or whatever because they hold their value. When I try to give people the game, and it's so funny because other cultures tap in and they say, Anton, I want a coaching call. Anton, I want to do this. Anton, I want to do that. And there are many people from my culture or from black culture that then say, okay, yeah, I do want a coaching call, but they act like they doing me a favor for me giving them advice on whatever it is that I'm coaching them in, and I got the receipts. And so what I'm trying to tell y'all is that if this is what you want, and fuck content creation, let's talk about everything. I don't care if it's corporate America, I hustle and I grind. I don't care if it's your businesses, I don't care if it's brick and mortar, I don't care if it's content creation. If you going into this year thinking that it's gonna be a new year, new you, but you still got the same fucking habits, you're gonna have to do shit that you ain't never did before in order to get things that you ain't never had. Flat out. And if you don't want that, it's okay with going to a regular job, working your 40 hours, complaining about the fact that you have to go into work. It's okay. Do that. Do that, because it's got to be a working class. It's got to be a class of people that feels okay with going out and protesting for what they want versus putting every single iron and every single thing in the iron, or every single thing that you do, you putting your all into what you're doing because you truly believe that this is what's best. And then you pivot when it don't work, or you have failures and you start to move a little bit differently. Most people will never, ever get to the spaces or reach their potential. Fuck getting rich. I ain't even talking about just getting rich. Most people will never reach their potential because they leave so much on the table and they so focused on trying to fit in with everybody else and be comfortable versus trying to leave it on the table and max it out. You got so much capacity. Motherfuckers talking about, yeah, man, everybody don't want to work 40 hours. And that's cool, but nigga, you get home and you go and play video games and then you talk about what you ain't got and you want to go and protest about how Amazon need to pay you more of a livable wage. Nigga, go get another job. You ain't even got to use Amazon to get what you got to do or do what you got to do right now. And then go and put all of your energy into other things, whether it be your businesses or another job or another opportunity or getting educated so you can level up in corporate America. It's so much on the table. And again, this is not just about money. This is, what is your potential and are you really leaving it out there, or are you just sitting there complaining about it, because the one thing that we not gonna do, and again, I pray to God that this is my last time having to show the receipts, is we not gonna complain about how much somebody else is making while we sitting there being dusty and broke. You got all of the opportunity, especially if you're in the United States of America. You got all of the opportunity in the world, and everybody not a content creator. Everybody can't be a content creator. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even want to be a content creator. I used it, or I got into it because I was leveraging it in order to A, document the journey, and then B, use it to leverage leveling up or marketing myself in corporate America to run up a bigger bag. I just so happen to be good at it. Stop letting people tell you, oh man, you got a lawsuit. Oh man, you inherited. No, man, we grind, we hustle, we go and get it, we reinvest in ourselves. You can't develop good habits by having somebody to give it to you. You got to get that shit out the mud. People were sitting there and looked at my journey of building my first restaurants, right? I've took people on a journey of showing them some of my investment properties. And we don't have no mortgages. It's all money in. All money in. The bank can't take nothing from us. We limit, even with the amount of money that you generate, no matter, and we're going to double it. We're going to triple it next year. Even with the amount of money that you make, we still only spend 5% of what we take in on us, and everything else goes back into the businesses. It goes into stock. It goes into crypto. It goes into reinvesting back into building my studio up for the next season and for upgrading everything. And so while everybody else is focused on how people are doing it and pocket watching, if you're going to pocket watch, use it as motivation to get you to the next level. We don't sleep. We've done over 500 shows, and it has nothing to do with all of the extra videos that we drop on you guys on a regular basis. If you want it, you got to go get it. And it ain't no secret. It ain't no shortcuts. You not going to get it. Not if you are going to get in this game, 99.9% of y'all are not going to be overnight sensations like the Bobby Aithoff chick and all of that. No, you're going to have to get it, bro. You're going to have to get it. And that's just what it is. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all take this to heart. And we're going to get back to the regular conversations after this, all right?